Good morning. Well, I suppose, given the current circumstances, it's probably a bit sarcastic to say good morning, isn't it? Eh? 3 more weeks. And you really think it's going to stop there, eh? I don't know. It's hard to stay positive. It's kept me up the night, I must say. Triggered all sorts of wrong stuff. Which is why, this morning, I want to talk to you about coping. When you go and have therapy, excuse my runny nose, I've been cycling like a mad thing. When you go and have therapy, they talk to you about coping strategies, you see. You can't ever be rid of the traumas, the things that cause the PTSD, anxiety, depression. You can't ever be properly free of them. That's when it drives people a little bit crazy, when they try and be free of these things. It drove me crazy for years and years and years. Anyway, so yeah, I had to develop coping strategies. Like I said to you in one of my previous videos, can't sleep overnight, so I'll get up, have a cup of herbal tea, peppermint tea I have, listen to an audio book for half an hour, maybe do some meditation, go back to bed. Coping strategy. That's what I had to do last night. Couldn't take it at all last night. The information, you know, lockdown, this thing ain't going away. It ain't really getting any better over here in the UK neither. But we've got to try and find some positive coping strategies. So yeah, get up. If you can't sleep, get up. Cup of tea. Stay off the screens. I have to anyway. Stay off the screens, it's no good for me. I just end up sitting up arguing with people all night about nonsense. And it's all irrelevant. All that online arguing, it's all irrelevant. People sharing opinions about nothing. So yeah, breathing. And this what I do, getting up in the morning. I get up in the morning. I looked at my video yesterday, I thought, this state of your face there, boy, have a shave. Eh? It's alright being on lockdown, you've got nowhere to go. I don't mean to say you've got to let standards slip. Hey, I keep my face fungus, I'm a biker boy, aren't I? Always going to keep my face fungus. But no, keep your standards up. Keep your chin up. It's hard. It's hard. Depression is a real thing. Worrying about what's happened yesterday, that's depression. Worrying about what's going to happen tomorrow, that's anxiety. They're real things. Used to keep me indoors, years. Knocking on the door of 20 years now. I've been, don't like to say suffering, but I've been poorly with it ever since I lost my leg, see. But it's not to dwell on it, you see. It's not to dwell on the negative. It's not to dwell on the fact that these things have happened. Of course they've happened. You can't run away, like I said earlier. You can't run away from it. Stuff happens. But it's coping. It's how you cope. The people that have had, I've said this in a previous video, and all the people that have had steady jog along lives, suddenly in lockdown, and they don't know what to do with themselves. They're at a disadvantage to people like me now. Because I've had years of having to cope with being inactive, being in a wheelchair. I was in a wheelchair for years, on crutches. Blisters on my legs, couldn't walk very far at all. Still can't walk very far, to be honest. I can cycle a fair bit. But it's low impact, you see, cycling. So if you needed a bit of exercise, I know people mock cycling, but give it a go. Give it a go. These are dire times, my friends. We need to be doing different things. We need to be coping differently. Read books. Read books. My missus is dyslexic. She still manages to read a fair bit. Takes her time on a book. But I'll tell you what, she's bloody read it. By the time she's finished the book, she can tell you everything about it. Coping. She's had to get over that, and I've got a little bit of dyslexia, nothing serious like a lot of people get it like a medical thing. Like my missus is terrible with it. And some of you out there, obviously, in the wide world, you're going to have trouble with your reading. I've got a couple of relatives that never got to learn to read and write. But then they've got audio books, haven't you, see? If you can't read, have somebody else do it for you. There's always a way round everything. There's always a way round something. A way to cope with it. So, we've got another 3 weeks. And yeah, it might be another few more after that 3 weeks. We're just going to have to prove that we are British. Stick our chests out. Stick our chins out. The old Bible says a phrase, is set your face like flint. Set your face like flint. Be hard. Don't matter if it's hurting inside, you'll manage that. But the more you practice, for me, it's true for me, the more I practice setting my face like flint, sticking my chin out saying, no, it's not going to bother me. This is not going to bother me. I'm going to beat this. And the more I say it, the more I start believing it. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that. Eh? The little chavatis have been out putting COVID on things. COVID-19 and a half, that little bit of graffiti says. Little buggers. So yeah, they're managing to cope, aren't they? They're not bothered, the kids, eh? They don't care till it happens to them. And let's hope as many as can dodge it. So yeah, coping. Learn to cope. If you've got some brilliant coping strategies and you're watching this and I haven't mentioned anything that you're thinking about, drop us a line. Let me know. Can always learn off each other. The rising tide lifts all ships in the harbour, you know. That's what self-help is all about. That's what this is all about. I'm trying to help me, and hopefully I'm trying to help some of you people. We'll get through this. We will. So, I'll leave you with a couple of seconds of birdsong. Wish you all a lovely morning. Have a good day. Oh, them geese are about. Anyway, loads of different birdsong. Chiff chaff, I've heard all sorts. So, yeah, you have a good day. Let's beat this together, eh? I'm not going to swear, but stuff it. Eh? Stuff the COVID. We're going to beat it. Have a good one. Love ya. Alright, I've come to do a little bit more because I'm down by Tibshoff Ponds and I've got two little mates here, look. Now they flew over me while I was cycling up the trail and come and landed in the pond here, and they was down at the other ponds when I was talking to you from the bridge. Happy days. And I'll sign off with another little positive thing. Somebody's put this down here today. Together we can. Together we can, folks. God bless you.